Hey, what's up, everybody? I am here. Of course, noises are happening. This is just a test, guys. There's no actual show that's happening right now. This is just a test. If you guys saw us earlier today, you know that we had some issues. We were trying to do our bi-week call-in show, trying to do about noon this afternoon, try to get it in before all the games and everything got going today, but that couldn't happen because went and fire up all the program about a half hour before the show was supposed to start, and nothing would work. Everything kept crashing, and Ren and I scrambled and scrambled and scrambled for about an hour before we finally got something going, and that had to wind up happening over on Facebook instead of on YouTube, which is where most of our subscribers are. So yeah. I've been spending the evening trying to figure out the workaround, so I think I've got it. I think this is up, and if you're watching this, that means that everything's okay. Uh, James, I see you over there in the chat room. Thank you so much for jumping in. You're asking new webcam. No, this is not a new webcam. Uh, can you guys hear me okay? Does everything sound okay to you guys? If you guys can check that out, because that's a part of what I'm trying here as well, wanting to make sure that that works. So I'll wait for that to catch up. But yeah, that's kind of what happened, guys. It just turns out what it was. I updated my computer to the new Mac OS because I run on Mac. Updated to the new Mac OS Catalina, and that caused all kinds of boo boo, shoo bad stuff with the program OBS Studio, which is what I used to put the show together. And YouTube used to allow you to within YouTube host a Hangout, which is how Ren and I first did this. We just go through YouTube and do it through that and host a Hangout, and then we'd have the call-ins that way. But YouTube stopped allowing that and force you to now have a third-party encoder unless you only want to do your own webcam. And that's just unfortunate. I'm seeing the this is probably mostly caused by the ceiling fan I have going on, which normally I would have that turned off for a show. So I apologize for the lighting. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it's my hands. Is that it? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's probably mostly really just the ceiling fan. So I apologize for that. But Josh, you say you hear me just fine. That's awesome. Thank you for letting me know. Um, so hello to all 6 of you who are watching right now. I will delete this show when we're done. Hey, I want to play a video for you guys. If you could let me know if you can hear it okay. Let me know if you're seeing it okay. This was a video I tried to play at the beginning of the show today. Our friend Ukulele Pete over in Germany, who's serving us over there, he recorded this morning. Went into the studio, was going to do some other work. Recorded this morning, put a little video, and I think it just shows where a lot of us are as Bucs fans. So I'm going to play it right now, and you guys let me know what you see. I can still see you in the chat room, so talk to me over there. You guys could probably hear me talking over top of the video right now. Hmm. So you guys can't hear me, huh? So you guys can't hear me, huh? All right, let's try this. That's funny. All right. That's funny. Okay. Hey, wait. Let me go back to this. Wait, how do I do that? All right, here we go. Hey, here we go. So, Josh, you said that you couldn't hear anything from Pete. There was just a little tune at the beginning, and that was it. So, I'm going to try this one more time. Josh, if you're still there, let me know if you can hear it because I'm going to try switching something over here for Pete's video. So, let me try that one more time. You can probably still hear me talking over top of it as long as I don't mute myself out. So, let me know when you guys hear. Oh, Steve, let me answer your question real quick, Steve. This isn't really a show, guys. This is really, I'm just testing it out. But Steve in the chat room is asking, why didn't we get Ramsey? I feel like if we added him, got a healthy JPP, our defense would be competitive. Yeah, here's the deal. What Ramsey cost, it's a simple math factor. What Ramsey was going to cost was several first-round picks and a crap ton of money. The Bucs would have possibly, maybe, might have been willing to give up a draft pick. Probably would have been okay to give up the money in future years. They didn't really have it for this year. They could have borrowed it, done some stuff to make it work if they had to. They weren't willing to give up both. Okay. And that's why. And to give up both, that is a team that is making a Super Bowl run. And like they just need a piece, which is what you see happening with the Rams. They think that they're going to be able to make it back to the Super Bowl, make another run. It's possible they might. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on with that, and if that's actually something they're able to do. But that's why, guys. That's really why. Certainly he would have been able to make that happen. Streamlabs, Kyle Driver. Using Streamlabs. Yeah, I haven't tried them out yet, Kyle. Yet I haven't. I'm still using OBS. They're just in the middle of working. I like OBS. I like the functionality. I like the control that I have with OBS. And honestly, it's just the one that I've learned. So, all right, I'm going to try this video again. I want you guys to let me know if you can hear it because obviously you couldn't hear it before. So let's try it again because this is important for some new stuff we're trying here for future episodes that's going on. Boom. All right. Okay. All right. Hopefully you can hear that now, guys. Can you guys please confirm if whether or not you hear the music playing right now? It's hard watching them lose. You can. Great. Thank you, Kyle. Does it sound okay? The audio is coming in now. This opening line from him, it's like he doubled himself, so it might sound a little weird, but he'll get off that here in a minute. Since 1976. Does it? I hear you got audio coming in. They've had 13 just to clarify, my question is, does it sound okay? And Lane says, yep. So 2002. They won the Super Bowl. Awesome. But that seems like so long ago. Every preseason, the coaches say I'm going to try to change something. I want you guys to tell me if this season's going to be different. Great. Tell me if this makes you lose audio, okay? I'm going to make a change. Tell me if it makes you lose audio. It all starts to fall apart. And then the fan base starts to scream. Can you guys still hear the music playing? It's hard being a Bucs fan. It's hard watching them lose. It's hard being a Bucs fan. It's hard watching them lose. It's the same excuses every year. Player X has gotta do better. QB's got to stop turning the ball over. And cornerbacks have gotta stop getting roasted.
Then in November, we hear the coaches say,
All right, I'm going to dump out of that. So that's good. Rings true, yeah. So, all right, hey, listen, to you guys who joined me in the chat room, guys, I've got like more people talking to me now. It's just testing out the software. So, you guys, thanks for coming in. Hey, listen, while I got you guys here, if anybody else has some other questions or anything, I'm happy to, give you my, give you my best answer as far as they go. If anybody wants to do anything, just hey, if anybody wants to call in, does anybody want to call in? That'd be cool if you did. You can always test that out, make sure that still works. By the way, Kyle from Ohio, pretty sure I'm the only caller in Ohio every season. Kyle, it's possible. I will tell you, I have not tracked where everybody's from and who all we get. I would hope we get more people from Ohio. So, hey, does anybody want to call in? If you do, it's 864-729-2827. I'll do this. I got to tell you guys, when this flashing thing, oh my gosh, this is driving me crazy. Earlier today, guys, it was not okay. I got to tell you, we were trying to get set up, like I said, for that bye week show. It just did not go well. It was not okay. We were like an hour late getting going. We wound up using B.live or B Live, which runs over to Facebook. They don't have a YouTube setup yet. And it was just weird. Ren's microphone was kinking out, like his whole headset. If you listen, like he kind of sounded a little hollow, echoey. He didn't have his headset on like he normally does, and that it was just a clume of noise. So anyway, Josh from California, what happened to Brait? Let's see here. Some of the questions. We're just hanging out. Wes says, do you think we need to stick with Rojo? I know Peyton runs hard, but Rojo is explosive. I don't know how much I buy into the idea of running back by committee. And, okay, this guy's good in one thing, this guy's good in another. Listen, we can visibly see that Rojo is suspect when it comes to pass protection, which is why in the last game, when we started throwing 50 times, okay, during that Panthers game, Jameis threw the ball 50 times, y'all. That is not good. We only played that means he ran the ball 14 times. Because we only had 64 plays or something like that. I don't quote me on those exact numbers, but it was a stupid number of throws. BA said before the season even began, when you throw the ball 50, 60 times, you're going to throw some interceptions. It's going to happen, right? So, Rojo's not great in pass protection, which is why we saw Dare in. We saw him in so much of the Panthers game because he's better at pass protection. But I just don't know that I buy into this whole committee. Okay, this guy's better at pass protection, so we put him in then, and this guy's better at pounding it between the numbers or getting it going. And I like Rojo. I think we need to just go for it. Kyle's talking about how they're rotating them like Kamara and Ingram is in New Orleans. Is Ingram even in New Orleans right now? I don't think he is. I thought he got traded out somewhere. I like the old, listen, if you got a running back and that's your running back, put him in for 30 plays or 20, give him 20, 30 touches and just let him go, and if he's bad at pass protection, he's bad at pass protection. And you know how he's going to get better? By being in there and doing it. That's just, he's going to get better. And, Kyle says, yeah, he's in Baltimore. Yeah, I thought Ingram was gone. I think if you look, they're mostly running Kamara, like always. And they might add in. Now, see, here's what I could see. Put in a 2 running back set. And then, that's how you bring in somebody else. Sure, I don't have a problem with that. But I would like to see that. And Rojo certainly seems to be the number one back. I like Peyton Barber a lot, guys. I really do. No, he's not going to get a lot of yards per carry. He's never going to get that, guys. But what he's not going to do is lose you a bunch of yards either. Right? He's always at least going to meet you at the line of scrimmage, and then he may or may not fall forward and gain you a couple extra yards. Maybe he'll get you 2-3 extras. Sometimes he'll break off like a 9 or a 10-yard run, but that's going to be it for Peyton. And as far as chewing up clock and moving the ball down the field, I like that. I'm okay, but Peyton definitely is the he's the threat at the running back position. Dare's not. It is going to be Rojo. So, yeah, I would like to see us stay with Rojo, and maybe bring in a second running back, or maybe sort of a fullback running back kind of a deal, or just scheme it. Just create a new offense that looks like that. So that'd be it. Josh from California says, "What happened to Brait? Brait has been missing in action for 2 years now. He was missing all last year. He's missing this year. Apparently, he had an injury last year. I'm not entirely sure what it was. I don't remember. I'm sure somebody said at some point shoulder, or ankle, or knee, or rib, or neck, or earlobe. I don't know. But apparently, he was injured, played injured most of last year, and he came in and I guess BA, and I heard this, BA system doesn't utilize tight ends very much. Dirk Cutter, keep in mind, guys, that was the thing about Dirk Cutter, was he loved his double tight end sets. He utilized double tight ends, and we saw that quite a bit, right? And what we heard about BA when he came in is he doesn't utilize those things. And guess what we have seen? Guess what's played out? BA doesn't utilize tight ends. So Bray is suffering from a year of injury, reduced role with OJ Howard in, and now he's in a system that doesn't utilize two tight ends, and we have Bray and OJ Howard, which I know OJ Howard hasn't gotten going yet this year, but he's still the threat that he is. Like he is still that guy, and he's still thought of as that guy. So, or at least he was going into the season. It's 6 weeks in. Who knows where they are with that? So, but I think that's what's going on with Brait. I think it's really just BA system doesn't utilize them a whole lot. They keep wanting to throw the ball way down the field, way down the field, way down the field, and they're not just looking for that. Uh, you know, 7 yards, go to the line of scrimmage, stop and turn around, kind of a guy, which is what Brait typically does. Um, Also, the emergence of Chris Godwin, yeah, that's been huge, and that's going to take. There's only one ball, You got to spread it around, and like I said, I think you should give it to the running back at least 20, if not 30 times a game. So, um, you know, where's Ren? Hey, Ren, dude, I tried texting you, Ren. If you're on, if I can get you in. Ren, I'd love to get you to come on through the hangout. Let me get you, because I would love to have you out here. This is really just a test, but let me see if I can't make this happen. Here we are. Really didn't plan on sticking around to talk. I really didn't. That was not the idea here. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Anyway, what do we have here? Who else was looking? Latavius Murray. Where's Ren? Yeah, where's Ren? So if Ren gets in here, he can do it. We'll talk to him. I would love that. Make sure that that's all working. Kyle says, I feel Peyton will play well and sign with someone else, and we will start Rojo in 2020. That's the idea, Kyle. I think that's really, we've said that since the offseason, is that Rojo would be the guy who would, he'd kind of get the main bulk of the carries until Rojo displaced him this year, if that ever happened. And then he would probably price himself out. Tampa Bay wouldn't be willing to pay the price, and he'd wind up going somewhere else, and then we're left with Rojo. And that's a nice, clean break, and I don't think anybody would have issues with that. Josh says, I wish OJ's hands were better. Brait was super reliable in that regard. Yeah, you're not wrong. OJ doesn't have hands, and we've known that for a while. So, hey, look at this. Bring him in. I don't know if we can hear him. Hey, Ren, what's going on over there, buddy? I can, yeah, for now. Here, let me get you going in back to the feed here. So, all right. What's up?
Do I sound amazing?
You do. I was a little bit worried about this. I think there might be a bit of a delay between your audio and your video, which may be what we're working with is it's not even the full update. It's just a test build of the new OBS system. Yeah, no, technical jargon. The full update is coming. This isn't that yet. So that may be a thing. But hey, you guys in the chat room, let me know if you can hear Ren and how he sounds for you guys over there. Of course, he hasn't talked a whole lot. Ren, I'll throw the question over to you. I was just talking about. Um,
I can't stay.
oh, you can't. Oh, okay.
No, I mean I can talk for a little bit, but I mean dinner's on the table. It's like 11 o'clock at night.
It is 11 o'clock at night. Like I really did not plan on staying to talk at all.
Yeah, no. It's just yeah. I just finished putting together a desk for IKEA for my
Nice.
Kia, and so it's 11 and we haven't eaten yet, so I'm a little
Ooh,
hangry. So
yeah,
I just basically jumped in to see if it would work.
yeah. Well,
But I can answer a question, I guess.
um, that's here. Mike
Yeah.
says he can hear us both, so that's good. Um, Peyton versus Rojo. Should we just go with Rojo full time? You think, or should we keep this running back by committee type approach we've been doing?
I think everyone's on board with Rojo now.
Hmm.
The only problem is that Rojo still struggles in picking up the blitzer,
Yep.
but so does everybody else. Like I
Right.
don't,
Right. Yep.
like that's why Dari plays so much because he's kind of like a third down back and pick up the blitzer. But
Yeah.
you see him get beat. At least last week a couple of times, but we did throw it 54 times. But so I don't know. It's one of those things where if Rojo can't do it, don't ask him to do it. You
Yeah.
know,
I mean, but then there's the other side of how he's going to get good at doing it by doing it. Like, just
maybe.
get out there and do it, and be out there. Yeah. Anyway, I won't do that.
Yeah.
All right,
At
man.
this point, I don't even know that Barber is gonna really get what he was hoping for at the beginning of the season
Yeah.
as a running back because they're just not using him
Uh huh.
enough. But it's still early. I mean, we got 10 games to go. So, but yeah, at this point, you could almost see like the Bucs sign Barber for a cheap amount of money as far as running backs go.
Yeah.
Maybe 6 million a year, and keep this Rojo Barber thing going for next year.
Hey, it's something. I mean, I think the Bucks would probably offer Peyton something. But I think he's going to want more. He'll at least explore his free agency stock and see
Yeah, I
what he
think
can
so
get out
too.
there. So,
I just think he's gonna be, if he looks at it realistically, what he was thinking he was gonna get beginning of the season,
uh-huh.
and now what he's put up production wise,
Hmm.
he just doesn't get enough touches right now
Yeah. Yep.
to sort of uh I guess not claim, but demand that the type of money that he was
To
probably
to
hoping for.
justify the money he's hoping for. Yeah. And I mean that's going to happen. He's splitting between three different running backs plus all those receivers out there, you know.
Yeah,
So,
man, Dare's on the field more than anybody.
yep. Yep. So, cool man. Hey, I'm going to
Ooh,
let you go. Go eat dinner and all that kind of stuff. So,
I'm gonna let you
um
go.
oh,
Do
well,
that.
fine.
What do you think of that? All
So,
right,
yeah, cuz I
everybody.
think I'm
Whoever
leaving too, so
whoever joined in, thanks for joining in. Looks like we got it working.
hopefully we'll see. We'll see how. What we don't have right now is the little scroller bar down there because that's not in this current build, but it'll come. It'll
All
come
right.
back. But anyway, at least this makes me feel better. Thanks, Ren. Thanks for jumping in.
Deuces, everybody.
Peace out,
I'm
man.
gonna eat dinner, and then I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
There you go.
I
Get
think
out
I'm
of
gonna
here.
watch Nancy Drew. You watching Nancy Drew?
I'm not watching Nancy Drew.
Oh, there's a new Nancy Drew.
Oh, okay.
Like 2, 3 episodes in. It's okay, but I will tell you
Uh huh.
that the show that I like is out now. If you could find it,
Uh
because
huh.
it's on like Sky One Network with this British stuff.
Uh huh.
It's called Curfew. It's a
Okay.
mixture of Death Race 2000, Running Man, and The Walking Dead.
Nice. Okay.
It's
Interesting.
good.
I
It,
think I've heard
it's
about this. Have
I
you
like
told me
it.
about this before?
I like
I
no. I just discovered it
you
a
just
couple of days ago.
okay. I
I
feel like
like
I've
I
heard about
like the
this one.
soundtrack. I like the vibe of the show. Like Andy Bean's in it, Billy Zane's in it.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it's a fun watch.
Huh.
Did you ever watch Blood Drive?
I did not. Were you the one? Somebody told me about
Yeah.
that. I haven't seen.
So
It's kind of on my list of like I'm gonna get
don't
to
don't
it one
don't hurry.
days. No, okay,
Don't yeah
right. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
yeah don't hurry. But it's kind of like well, I can't find anything else. Oh yeah, that Blood Drive and check it out.
Uh-huh.
Uh yeah, it was. I swore I saw promos for season 2 and then it just never came.
Mm,
So but anyway, yeah. If you can find it, everybody out there, Curfew.
there you go.
It's I like the concept. Pretty cool show.
To further
So
display the difference between Ren and mine's personality, the show I have been most recently watching is The Marvelous Miss Maisel. So,
Yeah,
which is
I would not
great.
watch.
It's a great show. I love it,
I bet
especially
it's
as a
good. I bet it's good, but,
yeah.
like, that's a show that Cheryl has to, like, make me watch,
Is
and
it?
then I'll
Yeah.
watch it and be like, "Okay, that was pretty good," but I would never click on it, like,
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. It's I probably wouldn't except for the fact it has to do with stand-up comedy.
Right.
And so, and I'm looking at that going, I know exactly what's happening right here. Uh
I know. It's won some awards.
yeah, yeah, it should
Some
have.
some of some of the actresses in there have won some
Hmm.
awards,
And it's
but
made by the people who made Gilmore Girls, which is like my
oh
girl
god.
show
Okay, I'll
thing.
see you later, bye.
Peace out, man. Go eat. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't ashamed of it. I love me some Gilmore Girls, y'all. And I will do it. Look at this. This is what happens when you go off that. So I'm gonna click out of this and I'm gonna go back to this one. So anyway, guys, Daniel knew we wouldn't give up. No, we're not gonna give up. We just gotta fix it. And the problem is when you're going, I gotta get a show, I gotta start a show, I gotta start a show, trying to fix it in under that kind of duress inside of 20 minutes does not actually work very well. So, John, what's up, guys? So, anyway, so that was Ren. So it looks like we got this up and running again. At least we can have an instant cast. Worst case scenario, back at our platform here. I just cannot believe there's still 8 of you guys watching this. This is hilarious for me. Anybody else? Anybody else want to put something out there? Topic of conversation before I click out of here because I'm really about done. I was really just testing it up. Um, let's see here. Control me. Let's hear Keen to give what in Colorado. Go Bucks. When I go live, Kyle goes live. Yeah, yeah. You gotta make sure that you're sending audio back down. So Tennessee looks tough. Are you being serious about Tennessee looks tough, or are you just sort of being a little facetious there? Is there real talk of the Bucks moving on from Jameis Winston? Okay, you guys want a little scoop from me? A little scoop from me? Okay, here we go. You ready? You ready? All right. I've been texting some people that I know. All right. And I'm not going to tell you their names, but I've asked about this people in the front office moving on from Jameis Winston. And the report that has come out that you've seen maybe on Pewter Report or other people, if you read it, is hey, this guy with the national media, was it Mike Florio? I don't know, somebody said that he has talked to people in the front offices of both Tennessee and Tampa Bay, and both have expressed to him that they are ready to reset their sights on the quarterback position, especially depending on what happens over the course of the rest of the year, which is basically them saying, yeah, if he continues to shit the bed, then yeah, we're gonna have to look for another quarterback, right? Like that's kind of what they're saying. Now there is absolutely no veracity towards that, but um, yeah, that's Peter Report. I feel like some other that what Peter Report did was they said, hey. Their article is not saying the Bucks are looking to move on. Their article said this guy over there said that he's talked to some people and that he's heard that the Bucks are ready to move on. That's that national media, bull spinning. It depends on who he's talking to. Unless his source is Jason Light himself, and it could be anybody. You know what I mean? It's one person. If let's say it was, I don't know, Shelton Quarles or Mike Greenberg or, um, a ticketing guy and somebody who just is frustrated as Jameis as you and I are going, man, if we're not going to get this right, we're going to move on from him. We got to, and it's that kind of a sentiment. So, the, the, got a bug in here. The scoop that I've heard from people in the building who, you're hearing a lot of people say the Bucks are ready to move on. The Bucks are ready to move on. Bucks are ready to move on. What I am hearing is that's still mostly just speculation. It's not actually confirmed by the people that need to confirm it. That's what I have heard. Okay, I'm not going to stand behind that. I'm just telling you that I have heard from people um, that when people are talking about the Buccaneers getting ready, that's mostly their speculation, putting two and two together. Bear in mind, these are people who are around all the time, and so you could guess it's educated speculation, maybe you might say, but it's not confirmed by the top dogs. That's what I have heard. Um, so it's because I mean, here's the deal. Like you and I get on here, or Ren and I get on here, and we start talking about how well, it's I mean, if Jameis, if Jameis goes, then BA's going because he didn't come out of retirement. That's us. We don't have any insight. We haven't talked to BA and had him tell us that specifically, right? That's us speculating, and that's kind of what we're seeing a lot of what happened, or so that's what's really going on right here. So, let's see here. Did the Bucs lose the bye week? No. Is there real talk? Yeah, I just talked about that. Backups torches. So yes, Tannehill scares the shit out of me. Yeah. We talked about that on our bye week call-in show earlier today. Should we really worry about this? Missed him. Dang it. There's like a mosquito buzzing around. Probably got in from when the dog went out. Anyway, Kyle says, I'd be happy if we played Ryan Griffin the rest of the year and draft any one of the high talent graduating next year. I understand the sentiment. No, that's not going to happen. And I disagree with you on that one, Kyle. This year is about Jameis. This year is about BA getting Jameis done. I know you may be done with Jameis. BA's not done with Jameis yet. And BA has a lot more that he thinks he can do. And BA's not ready to give up on him after 6 games, regardless of that past performance. You and I have been following Jameis for the last 5 years. BA's only been here for 6. So that's just not what's going to happen. And by the way, guys, as great as Ryan Griffin has looked every time we've seen him, Ryan Griffin is not Jameis Winston. Ryan Griffin is not a starting quarterback in the NFL. He's a great backup, and I'm glad to leave him in that role. But yeah, I'm not ready to hand him the keys. So I don't think anyone will know until after week 17. Buccaneer Bruce says, probably talking about the Jameis Winston thing. If the Bucs are ready to move on, you're absolutely right. They're not going to tip their hand to this unless they full-on bench Jameis in the middle of the season and never give him the keys back, which is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So, let's see here. It looks like we may be playing a backup in Atlanta. I hear that. Matt Ryan got injured in their 1-6. Yeah, tall Florida guy saying Winston is the quarterback this year. He is, whether you like him or not. Whether you or I are done, no matter what, Winston's going to be it. BA is going to play him through the end of the year, no matter what. So, anyway, that's what's going on over there. So, yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out with you guys. I have 3 podcasts that I need to edit and put out tonight. 3. And I'm hanging out with you guys because I'm a really bad procrastinator when it goes, look at this. It's got it. Man, that's annoying. That's annoying. Maybe we can recapture the magic of 2016. When we went 5 in a row on the back of a defense that was helmed by Mike Smith. What the hell happened? I don't know. So is Catalina working for me now? No, Catalina is not working for me now. Actually, Catalina's fine. It's they just changed some stuff, and the other third-party apps haven't updated or like I guess they didn't get the beta test of Catalina and updated their system. So, but what's happened is OBS Studio, which is the software that I use, the encoding software, because YouTube now forces you to use encoding software as opposed to just using their own stuff. The software, they have identified the problem. I didn't know about this until today. They've identified the problem. They have made a test build, which is what you're watching me on right now. And the full update is expected hopefully this week. I really hope it's this week because there's still some functionality I don't have. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, all right, guys. Anybody else? That's just over there. It's having a buttload of trouble with third-party apps. Yeah, it's. I think what's happened, and I'm not technical enough to really know if this is true, Buccaneer Bruce. I think what's happened with Catalina is basically Apple went in and they moved a bunch of stuff around. You like that? Moved a bunch of stuff around. Like this used to be over here and for no reason, probably no real reason other than it's just where they wanted to do. And it's broken all the links and stuff, all the software stuff on the back end. And these third-party apps are having to go in and fix it. And I don't know if they just missed it in the beta or if they didn't have enough time in beta. to put out their own updates or what. I don't know, because you would think that that would, you know, most software companies don't just say, "Hey, here's a new update." They've had a period of beta testing and they share it with their apps and their developers well before it goes live and goes public. So that should be it. I'm glad you're happy with it. Off to bed for me. Take it easy, guys. I haven't fired up the Mac in 2 weeks. Yeah, Daniel, if you haven't fired up your Mac, don't update yet. Okay, that'd just be my advice. Give it maybe give Catalina maybe another couple of rounds of updates before you go in and update them. But just be aware, I don't think that the future updates of a Catalina are going to have anything to do with resetting the software. All the third-party apps are going to have to catch up to Catalina is probably what's going to happen there. So anyway, bro, when I went into the last game in 2016 versus the Panthers, I swear we'd finally turn the corner. It felt like a playoff atmosphere. Yeah. That's 3 years ago. I get it, man. I get it. We're so ready. We are so ready as a fan base, guys. I'm so ready. I love the Buccaneers. I really do, but God, they drive me crazy. I mean, man. And I've only been a fan for half the time that Ren has. You know that? It's still been 20 some odd years. But, I mean, geez. Oh. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you to everybody who joined me in testing. I'm actually going to delete this video probably. Maybe. I don't know. It depends if I go and do it actually or not. So, thank you, guys. And tired of hearing people scream about not signing JR or PP. What's that? Patrick Peterson or Jalen Ramsey? Yeah, Daniel, I'm with you. It's just a cost. It's a cost benefit thing. It could fix it for this year, but I mean, what they cost is just too much. They're not willing to give that up. So I get it. I get it. Gene, what's up, buddy? How's it going? I'm still trying to get off here. My friends are jumping in now. Gene. Yeah, I mean, hey, man, Gene, you and I, man, we talk a lot about stupid software. I'm just testing out the new software. So, yeah, Daniel, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. We have way more problems. We're not one player away. If we were one player away, that would be a difference maker in as far as signing the guys. But we're not. We're just not. Okay. So they're not willing to make that switch just yet. I get it. I understand why. So, Gene, I'm still using OBS. They're just coming out with a fix with the new updates to Macs and everything. You're on PC, so you have to worry about this. You got to worry about all the other crap that goes along with having on PC, all that stuff. But you don't have to worry about what I'm worried about right now. So, yeah, they've got fixes. All right, guys. Hey, I'm getting out of here. Gene, I love you guys. Hey, check out Buck What You Heard, YouTube video channel, Buck What You Heard, Mr. Bucks Nation. You want to check them out as well. Check out our friends at Pewter Report. Check out Sports Day Tampa Bay. I'm going to stop because I'm going to forget to call someone out, and I'm going to miss them. But I said Gene and Mr. Bucks Nation both because they were in the chat room tonight and joined me here. So we're multiple O lines away. Yeah, we are, guys. We definitely are. All right, guys. I'm getting out of here for real.